What is up, YouTube? It's Josh. This is the Den of Nerds. This video is all about breaking news about Geoff Johns being the president of DC Entertainment. So I'm going to explain what this means, what's going on, and analyze it a little bit for you guys. So let's get right into it. So the bottom line is that actually this promotion happened a couple months ago. This happened when Geoff Johns and Berg were both put in charge of the now DC movies division, the cinematic division of DC, and then they were put in charge of that. Apparently, while that was going on, Geoff Johns also got promoted to president of DC Entertainment. It's just not something that they really talked about. It wasn't something that they wanted to put out there for whatever reason. Now, he is still the chief creative officer at DC, and Diane is still the president of DC, and apparently Geoff Johns still answers to her from the research that I did. Very interesting stuff. I don't quite understand exactly what this all means, but basically all of the changes that we have seen in DC from their TV perspective to their movie perspective, even in the comic books, you can literally see Geoff Johns' fingerprint all over this stuff, which is really, really good news, and it's really been super successful. I mean, in a lot of the recent videos that I've been doing talking about it, whether it be the CW shows and some of the characters coming to these shows that they were kind of like, let's say, guarded from before, like Superman and different characters like that, or whether it be in comics and the fact that we are bringing back Wally West, we're bringing back the Silver Age pre-52 Superman, and all these cool things. You can literally point to Geoff Johns for almost all of these things. Very cool stuff, very good for people who are fans of DC. So what does this mean moving forward for the DC Cinematic Universe and for the shows? Well, I remember that at the time when Berg and Geoff Johns got that big promotion, and everybody was kind of trying to say, well, wait a minute, is he now the Kevin Feige of the DC Universe? And because he was promoted right next to Berg, who has a lot of experience when producing films, we all really kind of said no. Like, the temperature that was taken out there was pretty much no, that he's not a Kevin Feige. The reality of the situation is not only is he probably a Kevin Feige-like figure over there, but he's actually probably more than a Kevin Feige person. He actually has more power and the ability to move more things around than even Kevin Feige, because you have to remember, right, Kevin Feige and the Ike Perlmutter conflict, the TV and the movies being segmented, the fact that Marvel does not own all of their properties, these are all like just things that work against Kevin Feige. But despite all that, you know, Kevin Feige's success is definitely not in question. I mean, what he's done is unprecedented, it's amazing, and I look forward to all of the growth in that cinematic universe. But I'm talking about DC Comics, or literally a couple months before Rebirth came out, there were all these reports that Marvel had more than a 50% market share of comic sales, which is like super bad news. This is because you need competition. You need healthy competition in order for these companies to be induced into making great content, into trying to break down the barriers between their readers or the viewers and the people who create the content. Without this kind of a competition, it really stifles the creativity and really hurts the entire industry. And we're talking about a company who went from that to having a higher market share in comic book sales, to being more successful from a PR perspective, the buzz on all of their films, all of the openness that we saw with the set visit, with all of their stuff from Comic-Con being streamed, with the TV shows getting to play with new things that they were previously restricted from doing. These are all just amazing things that you could literally point to Geoff Johns. So that's basically what it means. We're going to get more of this goodness, and I'm telling you, this is awesome for all comic fans. Whether you're a Marvel guy, whether you're a DC guy, this is great, because this guy, Geoff, is one of us. He's a writer, he's a fan, he broke serious ground. Some of the best DC stories in general came from this man. Now he's making big moves at the upper levels of Warner Brothers, which will force Marvel to make similar type moves if it proves to be successful. So that X-Men thing, probably going to happen. The connective tissue between the shows, probably going to happen as a direct result of them bringing Geoff Johns on and doing this. Now, like I said, the DC has not commented on this, but it's been confirmed by multiple sources, multiple outlets confirm Geoff Johns is now the president of DC Entertainment. He technically has been for a couple months. It just was not reported on. So that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. Let me know in the comments section. What do you think? Is this awesome? Is it non-news? Do you think it's good for DC and Marvel? Let me know in the comments section. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay, let's check that nerd card really quickly. This is going to be kind of a film nerd type question, but John Berg, the guy that got promoted right alongside Geoff Johns, he actually worked as a producer with Ben Affleck on 2 of Ben Affleck's movies. What were the names of those 2 movies? Answer the question in the comment section below. Like the video if you thought it was sweet. Share, subscribe, do all these awesome things. I'm telling you, there's a ton of great content on the way, including a very controversial video that I'm going to do about the Killing Joke animated adaptation. I had a chance to go see it last night. My mind is buzzing with all sorts of ideas when it comes to that movie, and I'm going to do a really controversial video. You're not going to want to miss that. So subscribe to the channel to make sure you get it. As always, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. See ya!